guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2025 Mazda CX-5 Turbo Premium.
And a big thanks to Metz and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Mazda in Brandon, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Metz.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the CX-5 has been Mazda's compact crossover SUV since 2013. The second generation CX-5 that you see here has been with us since 2017, adding the peppy 2.5-liter turbo four-cylinder in 2019 with some updates both in 2021 and 2022. For 2025, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now standard on the Carbon Edition and up, with a 360-degree camera and front and rear parking sensors now standard on the Premium Plus trim. The 2025 CX-5 is available in 8 trim levels ranging from the $28,000 base S up to the $41,000 top-of-the-line Turbo Signature. Sitting right below the Turbo Signature is this Turbo Premium trim with a more affordable $37,600 base price, but loaded at that. What else do we get for the money? Let's jump right in. So we get a forward-facing camera and front and rear parking sensing with a 360-degree camera, heated and ventilated seats, Bose premium audio system. So for $37,600, this SUV offers just about everything you could possibly want or need. LED projector headlamps with a high and low beam, LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals with a gloss black contrast all throughout the front end styling, a beautiful silver metallic paint color too. I'll leave a link right here, with a slight gold hue when the sun is hitting it directly. We have the gloss black contrast for the wheel well area and rocker panel side skirts, mirrors too, black trim for the top part of the window trim with some shiny chrome down below, with some shiny chrome for the roof rail base. We get these black 19-inch rims wrapped in Toyo A36 all-season tires. Dimensions are 225/55 R19. With standard all-wheel drive, these 225 wide tires should have no problem putting the power to the ground. With premium fuel, this 2.5-liter turbo cranks out 256 horsepower with 320 pound-feet of torque. With regular fuel, it drops down to 227 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. But I personally just put premium fuel into this car, so we'll have a little bit extra power. With a 5-lug pattern, we'll see the 55 sidewall tires keep this ride quality, but if I remember anything with this vehicle, it has a great ride while still keeping very sharp and sporty handling. We get LED turn signals on the black contrasted mirror, additional camera to help us out with the 360, and blind spot monitoring not on the glass but on the inside part of the mirror. Smart access for the driver and a front passenger. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile on this 2025 CX-5. Ever since the new CX-50 came out, the CX-5 is almost becoming more of a forgotten trim level, but at this price point, with this performance, practicality, there is definitely a lot of value here. Speaking of value, let's take a quick look at the window sticker here on this 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5 Turbo Premium with the platinum quartz metallic exterior, black interior. Hopefully you guys can pause and take a look at all the standard features. It is loaded for $37,800. 24 combined MPGs, 22 in the city, 27 on the highway. Couple of options, $1,420 for the destination charge, totaling us out a tick under 40,000 or a tick over 40,000 bucks on this specific CX-5. But I've been seeing these go out the door for around sticker price $37,800, even with a couple options and features. So do a little negotiation, you can get a really good deal. The gas cap is not pushed to open. I'll show you the latch is inside. LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights. CX-5 all-wheel drive on the left side, Skyactiv G Turbo on the right. LED third brake lights, shark fin style antenna with the roof rails. Dual exhaust tips, and speaking of the dual exhaust tips, let's fire up this 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and here she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine sold by Mazda for the 2025 CX-5. And it sounds okay, cranking out 250 horsepower, 320 pound-feet of torque with premium fuel, dropping down to 227 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque with regular fuel. With all-wheel drive made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission, you can expect 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds, if not quicker if you get a really good launch, making this an unbelievable performer considering around a $35,000 to $37,000 to $40,000 base price point. And considering the discounts on these CX-5s, I wouldn't be surprised with a good deal. You get a little bit closer to 35 to 37 out the door. But taking a step inside, let's see what we get with a near top of the line 2025 Mazda CX-5 Turbo Premium. We'll set these lights back to auto. They are at auto, so the car shouldn't be yelling at me. We get leather stitch trim up top, aluminum door handle lock and unlock, some carbon flash in the center, leather contrast in the actual center with a gushy soft leather armrest. 4-window auto one touch, 4-way adjustable mirrors, power folding mirrors, Bose premium audio system, and a large storage pocket down below. The seats are leather, heated and ventilated, perforated in the center. You can recline, drop, lift with the adjustments for the bolsters as well, 2-person memory seats. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So although you're saving several thousands of dollars compared to the Turbo Signature, you really can't tell by the looks of it here. We still get very premium materials, leather steering wheel, nice 10 and 2, perfect 9 and 3, volume and skip controls, adjustments for the infotainment screen. You can answer and hang up your phone calls with the radar cruise control adjustments on the right side. Paddle shifters for the 6-speed auto, auto headlamps, auto high beams, and auto rain sensing wipers, all appreciated features. We don't get a power tilt and telescoping steering column, but it still tilts and telescopes. The gauges, we get 160 mile an hour digital speedometer. On the left side, the tachos to about 61, 6200 RPM, but I believe it shifts closer to 5500, maybe even a little bit less. On the right side, we get our coolant temperature and fuel level, aluminum outlining the air vents, and the buttons include our lane keep assist that you can turn off. You can turn off the parking sensors, open up your trunk, and access your cameras with a click of a button. This is our forward facing with guidance lines and trajectory, over the top 360 with the exact same thing. We get our front facing camera without guidance lines and trajectory, over the top with blind zone view, and then right back to our previous screen. Leather stitching for the center of this dashboard. You get soft touch for the dashboard itself, and a heads up display. Hopefully you guys can pick it up on camera. It's not the largest, but it's pretty easy to see even with sunglasses on. Not every other manufacturer has perfected the heads-up display with sunglasses on, but here in this Mazda, they have. Bose premium audio system, as we mentioned. You get the 10.25-inch infotainment screen, which is only a touchscreen for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, I believe. So outside of that, yep, it will not be working. You got to do everything through this trackpad. We get information, entertainment, communication, navigation, and settings. Mazda doesn't put SD cards into their vehicles when they're sitting on the lot so they don't get stolen, but you can add these from the aftermarket for about 60 to 80 bucks on Amazon or eBay.com, and you can get it from Mazda too for about $300 or $400. But I recommend just going on the Amazon eBay route. Hopefully Mazda doesn't get too mad at me since they don't put them in there from the factory. Engine start stop button, soft touch for the front part of this dashboard, heated steering wheel, dual zone automatic front climate control, heated and ventilated seats, both appreciated features at this price point. You get a wireless phone charging pad, our 12-volt, the gear selector control, and the 6-speed automatic transmission, backup camera, very high resolution, guidance lines and trajectory with the over-the-top 360. Throwing it right back into park, we return right back to the previous screen, trackpad with shortcuts, music, home, navigation, favorites, and return. Electronic parking brake with auto hold, leather stitching for your knee will often hit, volume and skip dial, nice location for the driver and the front passenger. You'll fit 24 to 32 ounce bottles in these cup holders, gushy soft armrest, doesn't slide back and forth, and it's reasonably spacious. You'll fit probably 8 12-ounce cans in there, 2 USB-C ports, and an additional 12-volt. Shutting this console right up, the glove box is damped, line and felt, and large. You're fitting 25 license plates, easily fitting 2 pairs of shoes. It's a thick framed but auto dimming rear view mirror with 3 garage HomeLink settings on it. The sunglass holder, interior lights are LED. We get sunroof back here too. It's not panoramic, but it's decently spacious. Allows for a reasonable amount of light. See if it goes any further, it does not. But poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Brandon, Florida. Sunny and 87 degrees according to this 2025 Mazda CX-5. We can shut it right up, leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin of the CX-5. Speaking of that, let's do exactly that. See how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So up top, the leather stitching continues, soft materials in the center, and a gushy soft armrest. This is a very premium looking and feeling SUV. Auto one-touch windows, solid storage compartment, Bose speaker. The second row seats have decent bolstering, still with the perforation. They're not heated or ventilated. That wouldn't be expected at this price point. But this legroom looks solid. Looks a lot better than the Mazda 3 we just reviewed on this channel. Yep, I got about 3 inches of knee room, headroom. Got about 3 inches of it. If you're under 6'5", 6'6", I think you'll comfortably sit in the back of a CX-5 with no problem. And the materials just feel so good. Air vents are also appreciated. The center cubby, we can poke our hand in here. Heated seats, they are heated. I apologize for saying that they were not. The buttons are just on this center insert. We have 2 USB-A ports too, with a little bit of storage, perfect for some car accessories. You'll fit 24, possibly 32-ounce bottles in the cup holder. The lights back here, LED to be expected, and we get hooks for both of the second row grab handles. Decent amount of light brought into the cabin thanks to the sunroof, and that's about it for the second row. Surprisingly spacious compared to the Mazda 3 we just reviewed in this channel. And let's take a step out here towards the cargo space. See how much space is offered back here, and then take this car out for a drive. As you guys see, we get the electric liftgate and a large cargo space. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much there is. The seats fall down 40, 40, 20. And with the seats folded down, since the wheel wells don't really protrude, I'd expect you to fit a 75, 80-inch TV back here easily. You see the latches to drop the seats, cutouts in each corner, help the grocery bags not slide around. Secret storage outside of the spare tires, a little bit of it with the Bose subwoofer in there as well. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this 2025 CX-5. As soon as you press the button on the trunk, you got about half a second to a second to get out of the way. I know the CX-5 is getting a little bit long in the tooth. It's been out for, I think, 7, maybe even 8 years now, with very subtle facelifts along the way, but it doesn't really need to change. It was a good vehicle. It was a great vehicle when it came out, and it's still a very good vehicle today. They do have the updated 8-speed automatic transmission they can throw into this thing, maybe boost out this output of the turbo. Little things like that will make this car go a long way. Some subtle tweaks to the steering like they do with the Miata, but for the most part, this is such a good vehicle inside and out. Considering the price point, considering the discounts, and considering the performance, it might be a no-brainer. But speaking of the performance, let's take this 2025 Mazda CX-5 Turbo Premium out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Mazda CX-5 Turbo Premium. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. In normal mode, throttle response is good. That was only about third throttle. We can try it out in sport mode. Steering, it's a little bit heavier, not by much, but a little bit. Ride quality is very good in this SUV. Brakes feel good. About half throttle. Yeah, boost doesn't take too long to kick in, even with a 6-speed automatic transmission. All that would be better with the 8-speed, with the ratios being a little bit shorter, but even with the 6-speed, it still feels plenty strong. Especially in the lower RPMs, that's what turbocharged engines are really famous for. We could try one out off the line. We're not gonna brake torque it, just off the line on the gas. Woo! Yeah, a lot of power, but it short shifts us a little bit closer to 5,000 RPM. Brakes feel good. Handling, sharp on the gas. Woo! Yeah, guys, this is a sporty SUV. I may not see 0 to 60 happening under 6 seconds, but under 6.5 is very, very doable. These brakes, I think they feel even better than they felt on the Mazda 3. Steering feels good in sport, but it felt good in normal mode. Let's leave it in normal for the rest of this review. Probably where 99% of people will be spending 99% of their time. Over the speed bump. This is a big speed bump. You feel it, you hear it, but it's very composed for a compact SUV. Taking a step out here, we'll lean into it about half throttle, boost, strong, and as soon as you let off, you get a nice little whoosh from the turbo whistle. Sounds pretty cool. Paddle shifters, rev match downshifts. Yeah, snappy. Road's pretty rough here, not great area to showcase this vehicle's performance, but hopefully you can pick up the ruggedness as well. Yeah, the paddles respond quick with this 6-speed automatic transmission. For a more luxury-oriented SUV, I was expecting these paddles to be closer to useless than they are to fun, but they're definitely closer to fun than they are to useless. One more time, we'll use these paddles. Yeah, almost instant. That's quick. That is very responsive for the paddles. We can take a step out here, open her up a little bit more on the gas. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, the mid-range in this thing is really strong. It starts to fall a little on its face up top, but for a smaller turbocharged engine, to be expected. Cruising along on the highway takes just about 0 throttle. Highway speeds, you're under 2,000 RPM, which will help your fuel economy tremendously. And even at higher speeds, it's nimble. Brakes feel good, steering feels good, even in the normal mode. It's a very fun and comfortable SUV. Might be the best balance of the two. Getting 24 combined MPGs and starting under $38,000. This really might be the best balanced SUV all around on the road today. We can check out a real world turning radius test. It is sharp on the gas. Oh God. Yeah guys, hopefully you pick it up on camera. Overall, if you're looking for a good performing luxury SUV, but you come to realize that a good performing luxury SUV typically costs $60,000 to $100,000, and you want to pay as close to half of that as possible, I think you're looking at a great overall vehicle between a $35,000 to $40,000 price point. It is quick with the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It is comfortable, these seats, and they're heated and ventilated with the upgraded Bose audio system. You get a vehicle this equipped from the BMW lineup, you're spending $60,000 to $70,000, even with the 4-cylinder engine. Same with just about all the Germans, and this is undercutting that by almost half. If that's what you're looking for, and you're okay with driving something that's 90% as good, because I'm not going to say that it's as good as a 4-cylinder X3 with some options. A similarly equipped X3 with these options would be, yes, above $60,000, but that similarly equipped X3 would be about a 10 to 20% better overall vehicle. If you're okay with driving something 10 to 20% worse, I would 100% recommend checking out this 2025 Mazda CX-5, and this Turbo Premium, I think, is a better value than the Turbo Signature. And a big thanks to Metz and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Mazda in Brandon, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and ask for Metz. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel's just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.